This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by
NeXus Fantasy Football League.
The NFFL Fantasy Football League.
We did it for the glory, only the glory. We live in dinosaurs.
Welcome, NeXus members! Oh, man.
Welcome. We are back in this.
Oh,
bitch.
we're back!
We are back, baby.
It's time. Football starts on Thursday.
This is the week, people.
Thursday
All
night
the
football.
shit talking, all the videos, all the drafting, all the research.
It comes all the way till now.
This week, this Thursday. We begin.
Welcome to the week 1 predictions on the NeXus Fantasy Football Season 2.
0-2, baby.
So,
The sequel.
this might be interesting this year. The drafts were pretty good.
I gotta say, people actually knew what they were doing. Even the
And some people that didn't know what they were doing still did a good draft.
I was shocked hearing some of these choices.
Yeah, I was shocked at a lot of these choices. But I could say that it's wide open. We don't have a champion anymore, so it's wide open. Anybody could win it.
Yes, we
Obviously, we have a new member in the league now.
members.
Well, yeah, we already knew with Lily
okay.
and Erhan, but now because Sophia's not here, we have Mr. Omar.
Mr.
Cash.
O,
the man that leaves you saying "oh" all the time, Mr. Omar Cash.
who has now in competition with Mark with another ganja themed team name, Strictly Haze. Oh yes.
Ooh, and look, we're wearing green today,
Oh shit, didn't even know that.
and that's for the haze.
The haze,
but
not
it's not
the
really
trees.
that. But not the trees. No, we just sick with the trees. I keep hearing about the trees.
Yeah.
But we got to get into finally again the predictions.
Yes,
We're going to get this started, and we're going to start with the first game, the first matchup. We got the Coney Islands finest going against Vince Will Fortune. Should I bring up the team so we can
Bring
see
it up, yeah.
Let me bring it up here. We have it on another computer, so we're gonna have to bring it up.
Yes, we're fancy this year. We actually have shit set up now.
Right? Yeah, we get better every season. So let's look here. We got Shane's. He's got Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning's great. David Wilson, Alfred Morris, Torrey Smith, Sidney Rice, Vernon Davis, Steve Smith, Ryan Bullock, and the Vikings defense. Okay. But Sarah, on the other hand, has Andrew Luck, Stephen Ridley, Lamar Miller, Randall Cobb, A.J. Green, Jimmy Graham, Jordy Nelson, Blair Walsh, and the Packers defense.
I'm gonna give it to Vince Wilfork. She has top players in literally almost every position. The only one I'm worried about is, let's see. I don't even, wow, she has a good team.
I'm worried about
kicker.
Jordy Nelson, though, because Jordy Nelson's hurt.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a good pickup overall for this year, but yeah, in the beginning, he's hurt right now. So that's an issue. With Shane, his team is basically go big or go home.
Pretty much.
He has he doesn't have a stable. Peyton Manning is, in terms of stable, I give him Peyton Manning, Wilson, and
Morris.
And Davis. Not even more. Well, yeah, Morris is
Alfred
dope.
Morris is a beast.
But they did with RG3, they're gonna wrap up the pass more.
It's possible, but So you're going with Vince Wilfork.
I'm going with, she has box office.
Yeah, you know what?
Freaking Cobb and AJ Green.
I'm gonna have to go with Vince Wilfork too on
She
this
has
one. I
box
just
office.
don't see her losing to Shane, and Shane's got a lot of things he's got to handle before. He doesn't want to run into what he ran into last year. But from everybody remembers last year, Shane was up and down and up and down and up and down.
One thing I want to point out this year is that no one has, from what I've seen, and after all the research of everyone's team, no one has bad teams.
No, everybody's got a good team.
It's better. Everyone has someone that's better than them.
And that's where we
the
gotta look
theme
for.
we're going for this year. From what I've seen, plus with 12 people, it's more spread out, so it's easy to see. No one has your team is just straight garbage. It's just there's better people.
I'd have to agree with that. Gotta move on to the next matchup
Yes,
now.
indeed.
The next matchup is the Scorpio. He's actually changed his name to Purple Jesus. I don't know why he hasn't done it yet, but we're gonna call him Purple Jesus because that's what he's changing his name to. So we're going with Purple Jesus going against Russell Treason.
Woo!
Now this is a good matchup because these are two buddies that are going head to head and a lot of shit talking between both of them. Usually Mark's just saying, I'm the trees, I'm gonna do it. And Elogio can only really bring out Adrian Peterson, and that's all he's really, and you know about Adrian Peterson because you had him at the end of the season last year. We're not going to get into that.
I've done it so much times.
Enough times and enough is enough. But we got to look into their teams because right now, Purple Jesus has Robert Griffin III, RG Trees, Darren Sproles, Adrian Peterson, Victor Cruz, Mike Williams from Tampa. That was Ed Dixon. Yeah, it's Ed Dixon. Ed Dixon, Ahmad Bradshaw. I believe that's Garrett Hartley. I think that's his first name, Garrett. Yeah. Garrett Hartley from the kicker from New Orleans and the Seahawks defense. But then we look at Mark's team and the Tree team. Tom Brady, Arian Foster, Daryl Richardson, Julio Jones, Vincent Jackson, Rob Gronkowski, Eddie Lacy, Justin Tucker, and the Texans defense. Good matchup.
It's very, wow. It's very even, too.
It is an even matchup.
Alright. Damn. I'm looking at the Trees. On paper, they look like he should be like the top. But there's been a lot of questions about the Patriots offense. But it's Tom Brady, so that's the one thing. As much question you have about the Patriots.
He's still the king.
He's still the king. He makes it do what it do. Arian Foster has been dropping, but not too far where it's like,
It's not gonna hurt you too much unless he does get hurt.
Gronk, dude. You better have someone.
I don't think he's starting week 1.
So I don't know what you're doing about that.
He has no other tight end.
Julio and Vincent, they should. I mean, they're going to. Vincent Jackson's going against the Jets. You good? Julio Jones is Indiana, but Roddy White will take all his touches.
That's because you have Roddy.
Yes, I know.
So who's your next to win?
Man. I'm gonna give it to Scorpio mainly because of AP.
So you're going with the Purple Jesus.
I'm going with the Purple Jesus.
Purple Jesus. Well, I am actually going with the Trees. I'm actually going with the Trees on this one. And it's just because it's Mark. He talked mad shit. And I want to see him back it up.
Yeah, we'll see Eddie Lacy against San Francisco defense.
It's going to be bad. So you're probably going to lose, Mark. But I'm going to root for you. So I'm going to go with the Trees.
And like the Texans defense, but he has Seahawks. So
it's like a wishy-wash.
Yeah. So it's close. It'll be close. There you go. It will be close, but I'm giving it Purple Jesus.
So are you predicting a heartbreaker?
Fair.
The first ever.
That may be the first heartbreaker
of the second season.
Maybe,
maybe not. But we won't find out until when it starts. Now we're moving on. We got Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I still think it's better just to be known as Mrs. Rogers, the MVP. MVP.
I'm holding it in spirit for you.
As it's upside down.
Oh. There you go.
MVP. Mrs. Rogers going against the Tassins Assassins. Or the way he likes to do it, he goes like this, the Tassins Assassins. His first time ever playing fantasy football. And now he gets his first matchup going against last year's MVP. We know about her and her voodoo and her witchcraft.
Yes.
But let me tell you who they got, though. We'll start with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
And, of course, you know exactly who she has as quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers, of course. Marshawn Lynch, Beast Mode, Hold My Dick. Reggie Bush, Stevie Johnson, Brandon Marshall, Owen Daniels, Kembrell Tompkins. I don't know how to say his last name. Huska,
yeah.
Huska, the kicker from Seattle. And the 49ers defense.
Woo!
Nasty team. But we got to go to the Tassins Assassins, and he's not far behind either because he's got Cam Newton, Darren McFadden injury, run DM injury, Ray Rice, Demarius Thomas, Mike Wallace, Fred Davis, Tavon Austin, Phil Dawson, and the Rams defense. Who you going with?
I'm going with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Wow, really?
Hells yes. All right, like I said, there's no worse teams, but she has the better team. All right, Cam Newton, but she has Cam Newton versus Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. Marshawn Lynch versus Darren McFadden.
But Aaron Rodgers is going against the 49ers.
It's still Aaron Rodgers.
Well, then Cam Newton technically is going against Seattle, so it's like a wishy-wash.
Yeah. But again, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has more weapons than Cam Newton does.
Yeah. That's very true. Cam Newton is his own weapon.
Ray Rice,
He's still beast.
He's beast.
He's going to beast.
That was
But
the
she has
first
beast
pick.
mode though.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. She beats you in every category.
So you're
So-
gonna go with Mr. Rogers'
I'm
Neighborhood.
going with Mr. Rogers' name.
I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood as
Of
well.
course you
I'm
are.
not saying that. What?
What?
I'm not saying that the Tassans Assassins are a shit team. I think it's a very good team. But but she is better when it comes this week.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting, and there is a chance he could slide in
And
a
if
victory.
you lose to Erhan Arena,
You got assassinated.
he'll probably do it too, and you won't hear the end of it.
Oh, you will not hear the end of that
will
one.
not hear the end.
And you will not hear the end of that just from him. You'll hear it from us. And you know you're going to hear it from Sir.
You know.
It's going to be good. You lost
That
to
means
Erhan.
that'll undo any argument you make for the rest of the season if you lose.
Oh man, and that means if she does lose, you lose that belt because you can't be MVP with a loss. So
Remember that.
we'll see what happens. But we got to move on to the next matchup. We got what would Tebow do? I'll tell you what he'll do. He's going to go on the unemployment line, try to find himself a new job because he got cut. Better change your team name because he got cut. Because we already know what he's going to do. There's no question. We already know what he's going to do.
And that doesn't bode well for your future neither.
Especially the way, yeah. But he's going against Mr. O himself, Strictly
Strictly
Hayes.
Hayes.
He's Strictly Hayes, and he leaves you saying O. But let's go to their lineups. What would Tebow do? He's got Russell Wilson, LaShawn McCoy, Maurice Jones-Drew, Hakeem Nicks, Des Bryant, Martellus Bennett, Kenny Britt, Matt Prater, and the Bears defense. Strictly Hayes, though. Drew Brees, DeMarco Murray, I was going to say Doug Murray for some reason. DeMarco Murray, Steven Jackson, Golden Tate, Marquise Colston, Tony Gonzalez, D'Angelo Williams, Sean Swisham, and the Steelers defense. So, do you think that Strictly Hayes is going to leave him saying, oh? Can I make my pick?
Make your pick.
I'm going to go with Strictly Hayes on this one. I think Omar's got a good team based on what he has, even though he had to take over Sophia's team. But I think his team is right now looking really good for their matchups. Their matchups look really strong. I'm not saying that Victor's team is not strong. He has a lot of weapons on his team. But I don't think Russell Wilson's going to be Russell Wilson from last year. The sophomore slump is going to hit him. Out of all those quarterbacks, it's going to hit him the most because you lost Percy Harvin, and he's not going to be doing a lot of the run like he used to do. They want to keep him as a pocket passer.
I'm looking at on paper what would
Kenny
you go
Britt,
do?
like I don't know.
Looks like it could be, but I think your team is gonna disappoint you. I feel like your team's full of people that will Des Bryant will do his thing. You're good there, but everyone else looks like they're gonna let you down. They're gonna have you crying in a corner. So I'm giving it to Strictly Hayes.
So you're saying that Victor's gonna be ending with
yeah.
a big fat O.
I wouldn't be surprised if you end up in my bullshit segment for that week.
Ooh, I can't wait for we haven't had a bullshit segment. We're gonna have a bullshit segment soon, though.
I feel it like bullshit is gonna hit you, dude. I'm looking at your team like someone is gonna disappoint you so bad.
Oh well, we will find out about that one though.